Okay. New recording, new day. Let's go. Yo! Yo, who said this music can slap like that? Hey! Auto. I see the annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Alright, that girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works. I can't read! But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would sleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to guys, I promise you I passed English. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Alright, let's start now. Hello, hi, I'm Digital Kai, and welcome to... Bro. Bro. Hello, hi, I'm Digital Kai, and welcome to a game called Doki Doki Literature Club. I hope I said that right. I don't know what this game is about. It's hecka adorable, so let's go. Aha! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you? Like, come on. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Kaito. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Am I a guy or a girl? Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't guys, I wasn't planning on reading this much. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean whenever you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Kaito, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of my many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I can't read, guys. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET, whatever that is, in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I don't know. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Yeah. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hey, I was in the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and I realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me, if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Sucker, I don't read! Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Literature? That sounds mad boring. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. You bet I am. Come on, please. Either that or the K-pop club in my high school. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Bruh! And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Natsuki, not Natsuki. I'm so black. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Come on, sucker, what's wrong with you? I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's just cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a big sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. My fat self loves cupcakes. Yes, let's go. Bro, she really did that. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Why the music stop? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. What? Who are you? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Why am I a boy, bro? I know I sound like one, but way to kill the atmosphere. So call him like you know way. Ah, Kaito, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Nah, it's the one on the right. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Bruh, I will slap you so hard. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. This is Yuri? I mean, I could do some Yuri with... I'm sorry. Let me just... Oh, no. I shouldn't have said that. That's so inappropriate. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. I can see that. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? I do? That's right. What? It's great to see you again, Kaito. I don't know you. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. I just started this game like 5 minutes ago. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Oh, bro, I don't want her. Come sit down, Kaito. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? You got some ginseng tea? I love that. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's a bit widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. That's actually pretty cool. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were dressed to make ears. That's cool. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori takes with one mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glance in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? What? Made them for you or anything? Natsuki, I mean, you ain't gotta be such a drama queen. If you like me, just say that. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy. What? Okay, I can just go to the anime club if y'all won't act like this. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't read. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Is she? I mean, I ain't bothering me. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure that you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. It's literature! Who cares about literature? Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather much take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I like that. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling my dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all that effort in starting something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Yeah, you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Okay. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow as a club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must work really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Kaito, what kind of things do you like to read? Erotica? No, I'm playing. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Oh boy. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head Oh, you like manga too, girl? Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Sis, my favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid once the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up when she finds her comfort in the world of books. not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? What? What? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Goosebumps. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes you think or take you to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori's sidles? Whatever. Up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess. Sometimes. Why do you care? Girl, you're so rude for what? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing it to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Yo, where's the anime club at? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond at the club. Isn't that right, Kaito? Don't ask me nothing. Monika smiled warmly at me once again. Oh, hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah? What is it? Now that we're back into the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Kaito, bruh, y'all can't guilt trip me, bruh, come on, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. Yo, I'm a sucker. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Oh boy. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Oh boy. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over to me once more. Kaito, I look forward to seeing how you can express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Kaito, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because we always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Hell no. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Right with I can't even say poem right. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it here. This game, I'm gonna leave it here. There's a lot of reading. I wasn't prepared for that. That's why, you know, my tongue was kind of twisting and stuff like that. This game was pretty interesting. Hopefully, we'll get some kind of like crazy twist or something. It looked like an innocent game to me. But yeah, if you guys want to see more Doki Doki Literature... I can't even say the name of the freaking game. If you guys want to see more Doki Doki Literature Club, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. This game is very, very adorable. I think I'm gonna like this one.